Hello, everybody's Keys. What's going on today, guys? And today, basically, there's two topics I want to talk about. I want to talk about being alone, and I'm going to kind of go through the whole story of that. And then I'm going to talk about bullying, which is a big part. Both those subjects are a big part of my life. So let's go with the first one, being alone. Let's start back in my let's talk about elementary school days. We're going to go back in 1989, first grade. I was one of all those kids where I got in a lot of trouble. Like, I wasn't bad to the point of where I fought or something like that. I was just, nowadays people they call it hyperactive, and they believe in medication, stuff like that, and that's cool. Everybody has their own opinion. I don't believe in that. But my grandpa always said, he don't need to be on medication. He's like, being a kid, you're being a kid. You're hyperactive. You have so much freaking energy. And I'm going to be honest, I wasn't a bad kid. I was just really rambunctious. And I was really, I would speak my mind, and I would say how I feel. And I was always, I talked a lot. That's what I got in trouble for a lot. I always would do a lot of talking. So I kind of got alienated as the bad kid in elementary school. So as I got older, being from a small town, junior high was a little different. 7th and 8th grade was about the same. I was just, like I said, I was always kind of alone. I had friends, but I was with that guy that was friends with everyone, but I really didn't have hardcore true friends. Like, friends, it's really weird because I don't think you have that when you're younger. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It goes from different phases. You go to, like, elementary, you have these friends. There's very few friends that I talk to all the time. The crazy thing is didn't have media stuff like they do now. I call it media, I'm sorry. What's it called? Social networking, Facebook, and all this stuff. They didn't have that when I was young. So, you actually called people on the phone, or you hung out with them and played a lot of sports and stuff like that. So junior high, 7th and 8th grade, kind of the same thing. I kind of was goofy. I was very outgoing, rambunctious, I guess the way it was. And I played sports. In 9th grade, I started playing sports. And it's funny because we all knew each other. We're all from small towns. And then when I played sports, it's like that day when I made the team, I played basketball. Everyone kind of knew me. And that day it kind of changed. I was popular. I never was popular before. Like, hung out. I don't know how it is with you guys, but like different parts of the school, there's different areas where these kids hang out here, these kids hang out here, these kids hang out here. I got to hang out with the cool kids, I guess, if you want to call that. So, and then when I got to high school, it was a lot different. I didn't know what I had until after I was out of school. I didn't know that I could be cool. Because I don't know. I didn't adjust. I wanted to just get through school and get out. I really did. I just wanted to do whatever I got to do, get out of there. I actually enjoy being an adult now. But school's a good time. I'm not going to say it was my best times of my years, but getting to being alone, that's what it's all about. I was alone. And I met my wife in 1997. Oh, wow. August 22nd, actually, of 1997. So I had her, really, and I talked to her all the time, and we would just spend time together. She's my heart. She's my love. She's my high school sweetheart. She's my whole world, honestly. But I was always that guy that no one ever asked me to come hang out. I always said, hey, you want to... I don't know if, like, spending the night is a big thing. I guess, like, come hang out. Let's spend the night. We'll play video games all night. I didn't really get to go... I always had to either invite myself over or invite them over to my house. So, I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't... Maybe I was annoying. Maybe I just was... I don't know if just being outspoken or speaking my mind or being loud, or maybe I was just obnoxious. Maybe being labeled as a bad kid growing up in a small town. I don't really know. And then now it's crazy because I've transitioned to being an adult. And more adults nowadays prefer people who are just honest and open and opinionated and tell you exactly how they feel and can discuss. When you get to a certain level, you can discuss. Sometimes I have now with problems at work, or friends or family or something like that, and we can discuss what's going on. We don't have to sit here and just get mad and never talk to each other. We can discuss things. We're adults. And it's crazy because a lot of times some people just never, I never talk to them again. I'll be like, hey, I don't want to talk, whatever the reason was. So do you guys feel, and then now let's go to the YouTube side of it. There was times where I can get on PlayStation or get on the game, and I had 100 people, people lined up to wanted to play with me. And now it's almost, is it the way the cycles of the games coming out, or it's just kind of crazy? I can barely get two. I'm happy to have my real life friends that play, and maybe it's my own fault because I always tell people that I'm going to play with my real life friends first. So maybe it's my own fault. Maybe it's, hey, you know, that stinks. You know, maybe I push people away because I'm trying to play with my real life friends, but also sometimes I try to have open lobbies and stuff and no one comes. So it's an up and down situation. So like you always have people to play with, but yet you don't always have people to play with. So I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. I'm alone. I don't really, and I'm not sad about it. I enjoy playing the game. I played tonight and I had a good time. But it's just, I love collaborating with people. Like I got Diablo 3, and don't get me wrong, I got to play with a couple people, but I really expected more people to add me, and every time I get on, let's play, let's collaborate, let's have a good time, because that's, after you beat the game, there's only so much you can play. It's involving yourself with other people it's where that game's at. So let's get into I'm sorry, let me ask you guys a question. Do you feel that you're alone in the world of your life, or your YouTube, or your gaming, or in the comments, tell me what you guys, I know I'm getting a little deep, but tell me what you guys think, and I would like to know. And if you ever need someone to talk to, I know this is kind of crazy, but if you seriously need someone to talk to, I'm here for you guys, honestly. I'm not saying I've been through everything, but I've been through some stuff, and I can help you and I always will give you my honest opinion, no matter what. So let's talk about bullying. It's kind of a brief kind of thing. I've done my share of bullying, and I've done my share where I've got picked on, to the point of I've had cousins and stuff that picked on me to the point of where it's kind of crazy, because I'm not going to say commit suicide. I hate to use that word, but that I felt so bad I didn't know what to do. And there's different parts in my life, as I'm being a young person, then a young adult, and then being an adult. I will tell you now, in my life, some things is just not worth getting mad over. It's honestly not. Life is too good. Life's too awesome to worry about things. Don't get me wrong. You got to worry about bills. You got to worry about these things. But like, to dwell on things and sit there and every day, like I see people every day in my job that come and they're just down all the time. It's freaking crazy, man. I mean, and I don't consider it just bullying, but that's kind of the same thing. It's basically self-esteem. Personally, if you guys are being bullied, go tell the proper people, tell your parents. It's never a shame. Never be ashamed to say, hey, dad, mom, grandma, grandpa, whoever's raising you, hey, this is going down. Because for me, I'm going to be honest. When I hit high school, I wanted to play football more than anything in the world. And because of bullying, I didn't get to play football. So I missed out on something that can never get back. I can never get back. And I cannot curse because I'm with VidThru, but to you guys who done it to me, honestly, I wish I could meet you now as a man, because I would make you pay. And I don't normally say that kind of stuff, but I would. So if you have any questions about bullying, or if you want to discuss some comments, or you want to talk to me on Skype about it, it's a serious matter. I'm more than happy to talk to you guys. Give you some of my advice, the best of my knowledge. I'll be honest, don't fight. It's not worth it. Do something else. Do constructive stuff. So, like I always say, my name is Bill Keys. I appreciate you guys listening to some serious notes here. And you guys have a great and wonderful day.